Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. Always a pleasure, and I mean that, to be here with Kenny and Shaq. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Boston Celtics in Boston. Well, for Boston, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games, they can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. This Celtics group, led by Coach Brad Stevens, he has them fighting every minute of every game. Shaq, he is definitely one of the bright young coaching stars in this league.
Yeah, he pushes every player on his roster to compete. He gets more out of this roster than the sum of his parts. That's real geometrical, isn't it?
You almost lost me.
Yeah, I am lost. But I'll tell you, what he's done since he's come from the collegiate ranks is he has instilled a style of play in those Celtics. So when you watch the Celtics every night, you say, okay, I know what to expect. Opposing teams respect him. His players love him.
And now we send you to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
The Bulls are looking to defeat their Eastern Conference rival going into this one. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and beside me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. David Aldridge joins us on the sidelines. Taking a look at Boston. Well, they didn't have the success they hoped for in the recent road trip, but now is the time to regroup for a win with the help of their tremendous fans.
And this, the final matchup of the 4-game season series. They'd love to even things up at 2 apiece.
This is an important season series, and you know they're going to try to knock this one up.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, thank you, Kevin. Hey, this Celtics team has established defense as a key part of its identity. Coach Brad Stevens said, it's got to be our DNA. If it's not, we're in trouble. Forward Jay Crowder added, we play hard. Guys don't like that in this league. They want an easy, flowing game, but we play hard. Kevin?
They've got some tough physical players, D.A. They don't take plays off.
And the Celtics, really since the departure of the big three and Rajon Rondo, doing an amazing job of stockpiling assets and draft picks all along while still being competitive. So you had to know, though, that front office wouldn't hesitate to make a big move. This is an organization that seeks to compete for championships and nothing else.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. Taking a look at the Bulls, Portis is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Grant in at the 1 spot. Clock at 4. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
He's always one step ahead of the game. Passes like that show off his court vision.
And the Celtics last season in a quote-unquote rebuild mode. And yet, Greg, they were among the best teams in the NBA, certainly the East. Did they need to make any trades?
You know, they basically had to start combining assets. They were already one of the deepest teams in the league. They had 3 first-round picks in that 16 draft, 3 second-rounders. At some point, you have to make a quantity-for-quality trade because you only get 15 spots.
He's not the biggest guy, but he makes up for it and then some with this insane vertical leap.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Lopez kicks to Wade. With the fadeaway. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And Dwayne Wade will do work on you from the mid-range if you let him.
Now, here's Thomas. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver. Bradley against Wade. To the inside, Portis. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Bobby Portis, the Arkansas product. I just love his game. What he does best, he's very physical, but he has the ability to step out with a finesse game to knock down some jump shots.
And Portis has shown flashes of just how good he can be in a short time in the NBA. Has the potential to be Steve, like a do-it-all power forward in how he can shoot, move, and he creates for others.
When you watch him, his body size, you say power forward. He'll be down in the paint. He loves to do that, but he has the ability, like you say, off the dribble and to create for himself, and he can knock down the jump shot.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Thomas with the ball. And the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game. Dishes it to Horford. Lopez with the steal. And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Grant.
Great concentration from Lopez to absorb the contact and finish the play off anyway.
Thomas passes to Johnson. Horford sets a screen for Johnson. Here's Bradley. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Well, this gives you some confidence when you drop 3 straight to start the game.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Wade kicks to Lopez. He dishes it to Butler. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
Jimmy Butler was known for his offensive now, but he was initially known for his D. Still a great defender in this league, was named to the second team all-defense in 2016.
And for Butler, Steve, his defense is something that he takes pride in. Hard to beat him in isolations on the perimeter.
The reason why Jimmy Butler has incredible blend of length and quickness. It's impossible at times to get around him on the drive. He's very active, and he slides his feet extremely well.
And so Butler nails both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Thomas kicks to Horford. Horford with a screen on Butler. Picked by Horford. There's Thomas with the 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I love this game plan. Attack, attack, attack. That's why they're already 4 for 4.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Butler against Bradley. Lopez. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And with the Bulls, there are so many great moments to choose from. But in your view, Steve, what do you think is the defining moment for this Bulls franchise?
From a playing standpoint, you can't help but think of when Michael Jordan hit the game-winning shot to win the finals over Byron Russell. First title over the Lakers was right up there too, but that one's the biggest one for me.
Lopez hits them both.
And for a center, Robin Lopez is definitely one of the better free throw shooters in the league.
Celtics trail by 3. Thomas dishes to Johnson. Picked by Horford. Pass to Crowder. Off the pick. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, they just really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game. You could just see they were pressing, just couldn't get anything to go on the offensive side of the ball.
They weren't taking what the defense was giving them. Instead, they forced a lot of low percentage shots, which is why they lost.
Here's Horford after the Bulls pick up 2. On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Horford. Shot clock at 5. Celtics passing it around. The 3 from Bradley. That shot off, and the Bulls going the other way now. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And their last matchup was a nail-biter, but they hung on, and in part it was because of their rebound.
Here's Portis. His last outing, he had 8 points. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Horford.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Free throw good, Portis.
And they've been the more physical team offensively, seeking contact, looking to score in the lane, and getting to the line.
Kelly Olynyk checked in for Boston. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And with Chicago and the Bulls, it seems that no matter what the current team does, they'll always be playing in the shadow of his airness, Michael Jordan.
Tough act to follow when you talk about the Michael Jordan Chicago Bulls. Every great player that Bulls have, they get compared to Michael Jordan. That's just not fair.
Now Grant, after Isaiah Thomas missed from long range. Outside Butler. Down low, Lopez. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Lopez has got 10 points.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now here's Thomas. They need this one. Drills the three-pointer. Thomas got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Boston.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
The reason why, he understands how to create space. Got it off just in time.
Here's Wade. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Houston. And they pick up 2.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's Bradley. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
Now Wade, after Isaiah Thomas missed from long range. Wade kicks to Lopez. Passes it to Butler. Back to Lopez. Rebound Boston. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And you guys know how much I love aggressive defense, but in that game, they were just a bit over the top, and it wound up getting them in foul trouble.
They bodied them up entirely too much and paid dearly for it at the free throw line, which can definitely lose you games.
Now Lopez following the three-point attempt by Avery Bradley. No good from Grant.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
And that kind of tier of defense is crucial to any team's success. Gotta defend the paint.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. And so much of the modern offense, Steve, comes from players creating chances for the shooters on this team. Who do you think are the best playmakers right now in the NBA?
I think Chris Paul. I think Rondo is very good. Yeah, Steph. John Wall has done a nice job being able to become more of a traditional point guard who can score. Some other minds that come to mind. Ricky Rubio is kind of a pass-first point guard. So there are some guys that can get out and really play that point guard position.
Boston making some changes. Brown comes in for Johnson. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Avery Bradley. The Bulls leading by 5. Now Payne. 11 points last game. Outside Butler. And Mirotic has it in the corner. And again, Chicago, no good. Boston's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. There's the pick. Thomas passes to Olynyk. Offline with his 3.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And Laverne gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Boston making some changes. Jerebko's checked in for Jay Crowder. And it's Rozier in for Thomas. Celtics trail by 5. Here's Rozier. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. He feeds it to Jerebko. There's the dish to Smart. The rebound by Zipser. Chicago leading by 5. And there's the feed to Payne. He kicks it to Butler. His first attempt of the game finds the target.
A beautiful stroke from Butler. He has great touch from there.
For Boston, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Brown against Butler. Smart, wide open, he fires. No good on the 3. The Bulls have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Smart. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Nuggets in Denver.
He really made a concerted effort to help in the rebounding department. He made his presence felt on the boards.
Screen by Olynyk. And here's Brown outside. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Here's Zipser. His last outing, he had 8 points. Outside Butler. The pass to Zipser. The tray. The shot comes out. Now Boston takes it the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. And this gives us a moment now to show you the rookies with the highest shooting percentage over the past 10 games. Number 1, Jaylen Brown. Chicago leading by 7. And here's Payne. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here's Butler. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Pass to Rozier. Back to Smart. Over to the left wing. Rebko. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Shot's good by Laverne.
That's a great example of the importance of chemistry. He knew where his teammate wanted the ball, and he put it right there.
Here's Rozier. 1:58 left in the first quarter of the game. Drills it from outside. Chicago's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Payne dishes to Laverne. Back to Payne. Mirotic the screen. Butler on the way. Takes the 3. Mirotic's shot is off. Celtics trail by 3. Smart kicks to Rozier. Back to Smart. Feeds to Olynyk. Laverne with the steal. Outside Butler. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Zipser, the pass to Payne. Butler on the wing. He's covered by Brown. 4 on the clock. Off the screen, and it's good on the way in. Laverne's got his second basket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Butler against Brown. And the shot falls short this time.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Got that one up quick. And the Bulls lead by 7. 36 seconds left to play here in the first. They set the pick. Down low. Here's Rebko. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Jimmy Butler. .23 seconds left in the first quarter. Brown outside. 4 on the clock. Takes it from 10, and it's off the back rim. No good. Zipser, the pass to Rondo. Kicks to Payne. Just his first attempt. It's Chicago with another bucket.
And they continue to add to their lead. They might be ready to pull away.
These are two teams going different ways.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Bulls lead by 9. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful tenure with the Butler Bulldogs. He talked about the challenge of making that decision.
The only hard part of that decision is leaving a place that you really loved for 13 years. I couldn't have left without knowing that it was a place that we were going to stay together and really commit to a process together. And I was sold on that, and I continue to be sold on it.
I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks bought in his stockpile.
I know he's feeling real good about his decision. He's one of the bright coaching stars in our league.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Anytime you can get to the rim consistently early in the game, it allows you to get into a good rhythm offensively.
Seeing a couple go through the basket at the start of the game can be a huge confidence booster.
Thomas and Smart, the feisty backcourt pairing. Jay Crowder out there with Johnson. And it's Horford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Boston 5. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
And at this point in his career, Marcus Smart, more of a defensive specialist, you know, offensively an improving shooter and an improving decision maker as well. But his defense is where he hangs his hat. And I do think, though, you're starting to see a gradual improvement in terms of his ability to make open shots.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we know Jimmy Butler made a big bet on himself back in 2014. He turned down the Bulls' 4-year, $44 million contract extension offer, and it paid off. After a breakthrough season, he signed a new contract, a max deal for 5 years and $95 million. He said of his decision, "I was nervous, I'm not going to lie to you, but everything I put myself through, I knew what I was capable of."
He's come a long way, David. Thank you. And talking about the defensive prowess of Marcus Smart, there's no question, Greg, at 6'4", 220, he's got almost a football-like build, and I know you like football.
Yeah, if football was his first love, played strong safety and wide receiver, and plays a little bit of that in the NBA as it is. He brings that physicality and fire to the hardwood. It can be an intimidating presence on the defensive side of the floor.
Now here's Rondo. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Lopez outside. Wade dishes to Lopez. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Steve, you know, you won a handful of gold medals with the U.S. national team, and the program went into a period of decline. Now they're back. How did they get back on track?
You know what, Kevin? I can go back to 2000 where we almost lost that gold medal. And I think you just can't throw all stars together and expect to have team chemistry. They did a nice job of bringing back the training camp kind of atmosphere. Continuity, what you need to have a winning, successful program.
Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Marcus Smart. That one is no good. Celtics trail by 11. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
From deep, Thomas doesn't go for him. Good D by Wade. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And finished off by Mirotic.
Rondo is out there to distribute the ball. He is a master at finding the open man.
Here's Thomas, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Thomas got 10 points.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Thomas against Rondo. On the wing, Dwayne Wade. Dishes it to Lopez. Not going to go that time. Boston's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Thomas down low. He's covered by Rondo. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Wade against Bradley. Back to Rondo. He dishes it to Mirotic. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Mirotic has got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls. So the Celtics call timeout, their first. With this break, we have a chance to break down where the assist has been coming from tonight between the front and back court for the Bulls.
And their guards have led the way in that regard. The ball is in their hands, and credit to them. They're not just looking to get shots up. They're of the mindset to create great looks for everybody.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Pick by Horford. Bradley kicks to Thomas.
Really admire the hustle of Rondo on defense. Always gets a hand in the shooter's face.
Grant, he's checked in for Chicago. Chicago leading by 13. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Wade. To the paint. Shoots from 12. Al Horford with the rebound.
And with the defense disrespecting him there, that's a shot he needs to make.
Thomas passes to Horford. Johnson outside. Passes it to Bradley. Hits the three-point bomb. Bradley's got 5 points so far.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
On the defensive end, you have to fight through screen. That is a commitment.
Here's Butler. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Bulls lead by 12.
Wonderful work from Butler. He has a variety of ways to score the ball inside the paint.
Pick by Horford. Johnson dishes to Bradley. Back to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Boston. 6 to shoot. There's Thomas with the three. Chicago grabs the miss. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in this game. Grant gets a wide open look. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 3 assists now in this one. Thomas with the ball. He's got 10. Picked by Horford. Thomas kicks to Johnson. No good off the front iron.
To me, that's just a loss of focus. He was wide open from one of his favorite spots.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Amir Johnson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Here's Wade. An easy layup after coming off the pick. He's got 6.
That's a great example of the strength of Dwayne Wade. Takes a hit and still finishes the play.
Horford. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
That's exactly where they want the ball to go. He did a great job getting the ball into that position.
Now Grant, currently averaging almost 6 points a game, and it's Butler missing.
See, that's a good look from within his range. You know he's kicking himself for missing it.
It's stolen by Wade. And it's Grant in the corner. Down low. Here's Lopez, and it's sent back by Horford. Grant against Thomas, 14 feet away, and another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game, now shooting 5 of 11.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Some players have a hard time when they're giving up so many inches, but he doesn't.
Yep, that one goes in there. Wade's got 4 points in the quarter.
You can throw everyone and everything at Wade, but sometimes it doesn't matter.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Steve, we see so many former players taking over as first-time head coaches. I know you enjoy coaching your son's team. Any thought about coaching in college or pro basketball someday?
What I would love to coach at Michigan State University, my alma mater. But also, there's this other school, Kevin, I'm going to bring you on as my assistant coach. Me and you at Pepperdine in Malibu. That'll be fantastic.
How beautiful is that campus?
So those are my two places I want to coach.
We now know your priorities.
Yeah.
We now have your priorities very, very much in tune. Some changes for Boston. Jerebko's checked in for Johnson. Brown comes in for Crowder. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Thomas. And a change for the Bulls. Payne's checked in. Celtics trail by 15. To the inside. Boston again missing. Well, Chicago's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Here's Lopez, and Lopez throws it down.
Every so often, Robin Lopez will find his groove and become a big factor on offense like tonight.
Rozier the pass to Horford. And the pass to Rozier. He feeds it to Horford. Horford missing again.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Payne with it, now guarded by Bradley. Payne kicks to Butler. Portis, the pass to Payne. Clock at 6. Grant dishes to Lopez. Rebounded by the Celtics.
You know, even though he's been off the mark this quarter, he's trying not to let it shake his confidence.
Here's Jerebko. Lopez covering. Here's Horford. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Payne kicks to Lopez. Count it. Good. Lopez has got 15 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
There's the dish to Horford. Bradley up top for the 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Chicago leading by 19. Grant dishes to Lopez. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And Lopez doing whatever he can to get himself to the line.
2.
The Bulls have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. And the first one drops. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for the Celtics. Smart comes in for Bradley. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Laverne, he's checked in for Portis. Lopez hits them both. Celtics trail by 21. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Rozier kicks to Jerebko. Olynyk the pass to Jerebko. It's deflected.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Jerebko, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
When the defense is non-existent like they were there, it's pretty easy to score like he did.
Payne dishes to Lopez. Payne kicks to Grant. There's the triple. Rebound Boston. Olynyk's got 5 rebounds tonight. Brown the pass to Smart. Back to Brown. From the high post. Off the left rim and out.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
On that play, you gotta trust your teammates. Instead of forcing that one, just pass it.
Lopez dishes to Payne. He can't get that one, and it's Boston the other way. Jerebko kicks to Smart. Passes to Olynyk. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And that one falls for Olynyk. Chicago leading by 16. Here's Zipser, and Mirotic has it in the corner. Nailed from three-point land. Mirotic has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Bulls. Rozier the pass to Jerebko. 1:53 left in the first half of basketball. And it's Brown missing.
How anyone could give him that much room from his spot is crazy, but the defender got away with it.
And in a draft class full of great wing players, it is easy to sleep on Jaylen Brown, but he can become a great player. Has everything you want from a wing in terms of skill set and that physicality. He could have a ceiling just as high as anybody else in this draft.
The screen from Brown. Here's Rozier. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Laverne dishes to Mirotic. And here's Laverne. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now here's Smart, defended by Butler. Olynyk sets a screen for Smart. Wants to get it to Brown and does. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw good from Brown. And the Bulls making a change here. Rondo's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. 41 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Now the feed to Mirotic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
If his shots were just a little more on point tonight, they'd be holding a much bigger lead right now.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
The Celtics shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
He hits the second from the line. Chicago leading by 18. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Inside, here's Laverne. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Laverne's got 6 points.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
That explains the gap on the scoreboard. Attacking offense against a defense that's far too relaxed.
This one for 3. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Bulls out front, running away with it. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Dwayne. What happened offensively that got you guys going?
We just gave each other some space. The court was open a little bit. I think Coach did a great job of making some adjustments, and we was all being able to attack.
All right, Dwayne, good luck in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, friends and neighbors. Along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They are in blowout territory, leading by 20. And we'll go to Kenny first. What'd you see out there?
They've done a lot of things well, but the way they've taken care of the basketball, valuing each possession, so critical to the tempo, so crucial to the offensive flow. They've got a great rhythm, as smart and as safe as they're playing. They made it clear they're not going to beat themselves today.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Sloppy ball, way too many wasted possessions, chucking up threes, missing them. I could hit more threes than that, Ernie. I hope they're talking right now about getting the ball inside, because that's what it's going to take. If they were hitting more threes, that'd be a different story. But if was a fifth, Ernie, you know the rest.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. We've seen Robin Lopez really having a great game.
Just a dominating performance in the post by him so far, just tearing them to shreds when he gets it inside.
His confidence is riding high, and no one wants any part of him down there. He has really served up a commanding performance here today.
The Bulls leading by 20. Tipping off the second half, here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. Grant is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Portis in at the power forward position. Excellent D there by Johnson. Boston shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Thomas kicks to Johnson. Pass to Bradley. Feeds it to Horford. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
He got the ball inside, realized right away he had a mismatch, and took him right to school.
The Celtics shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And Al Horford no good on that one. The Bulls shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Grant kicks to Portis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Portis has got 5 points so far.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Kicks to Horford. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Celtics have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. And he makes the first. And Al Horford drops them both. And about a minute of action so far in the 3rd quarter. Grant outside. To the inside. Lopez. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And that soft touch of Lopez makes things easy for him down there.
Thomas kicks to Horford. Good on the bucket. Horford's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 3rd. Lopez a screen on Thomas. Here's Butler. He kicks to Lopez.
When Lopez starts going to work on you, sometimes fouling is your only option.
The Bulls have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Lopez. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Celtics trail by 19. Thomas with the ball. Now defended by Grant. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. And a moment here to look at where the shots have been coming from.
And every time he's pulled up from deep and let it fly, it's found a way to catch iron. Not sure if it is something with his release or the defense is bothering him on his threes, but I would expect him to attack the rim a bit just to kind of mix things up.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Outside Bradley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off from deep 3-point range.
A good contest there by Wade, using his wingspan to bother that shot.
Butler kicks to Grant. Back to Butler. Lopez a screen. Butler against Crowder. The 3. Rebound Boston. Outside Bradley. Thomas passes to Horford. Outside Bradley. From the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
You know, that job of getting through screen is not pretty. but somebody has to do it.
Wade dishes to Lopez. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Nice read by Dwayne Wade. Beautiful.
Celtics trail by 18. Now a timeout called by Boston.
Start it.
And let's check out some stats for Horford. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's around 10 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Bradley kicks to Thomas. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Dishes it to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Thomas, no good. The Bulls leading by 18. Grant outside. He dishes it to Wade. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And it's Grant in the corner. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got 7 points in the game.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Thomas passes to Horford. That's tipped and stolen by Butler. From 17 feet out. And it's Chicago scoring again.
He's worked on his jump shot, and now he has the pull-up jump shot as well.
Steve, when you watch Jimmy Butler play, you have to pay attention at all times. He can just explode on a moment's notice and completely take over a game.
I just love Jimmy Butler on the offensive end. He came into this league known as a defender, hard work. But when no Derrick Rose, he turned into a guy that can score the basketball and is counted on that end.
Thomas against Grant. Inside, Lopez. And it's sent back by Horford. They recover it. The second chance effort. It's stolen by Johnson. Thomas with the ball. Now defended by Grant. Outside Thomas. Picked by Horford. Thomas dishes to Horford.
And a quick review looking at some numbers here for Isaiah Thomas. 2nd in scoring, 3rd in free throw percentage, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
The first free throw is good. And he can't hit the second. The Bulls leading by 21. Butler kicks to Lopez. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 4th assist in this one.
And this team is ahead largely because of his accuracy from the floor tonight.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 12. Pass to Horford. Crowder dishes to Thomas. 5 on the clock. Fires the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Thomas got 15.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Grant with the ball. Lopez outside. Takes the 13-footer. Goes back up. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Avery Bradley.
Two shots.
That's good from Lopez. Well, Steve, we've heard about the idea of locker room presence and guys that have had a good impact on the morale of a team. Just how valuable do you think that is for a team over the course of a season?
I think it's great. You hear the coaching staff talking over and over their voice, but just to have that veteran to say it in a different way. And he's on the bus with you. He's in a locker room. And it's kind of the same message, but it's from a guy who's played it, who's been around, and a lot of guys you respect, so you listen.
Did you like the role? Because I know you were respected at the various stages of your career by younger players you played with.
Yeah, I think it's your duty.
Right.
As a guy that's been around, coming to the end of your career, you got to pass on that knowledge to the younger generation.
Chicago leading by 22. Wade, right side. Off target from outside. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. There's the screen. Outside Crowder. Offline with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the Bulls with another miss. Boston's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Left side, Thomas. In the corner, Smart with it. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Chicago has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Out of bounds, Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Boston. Right now, they're locked into 3rd place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And, of course, Chicago. They're much further down in the standings right now.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, they've just lacked that one extra piece that could put them over the top this season. They haven't been able to kind of set themselves apart.
What they've done, they've kept themselves in the playoff picture, though. They haven't been spectacular, but they're still in the race. And we all know anything can happen in the postseason.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And you look over the career of Dwayne Wade. He was initially a slasher, but he's improved his shot and pull-up jumper immensely, and even has become a threat from deep if you give him space.
Boston making some changes. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Johnson. And it's Brown in for Crowder. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Chicago. And so it's Boston with it. Screen by Olynyk. Laverne with the steal. And here's the fast break. On up the court. And that one's good. Zipser. Now Smart. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Brown outside. Screen by Olynyk. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas, and the call will be against Al Horford. That's his third foul of the game. And here's Rondo. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Payne. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
You know, it's been a combination of their efforts at both ends of the court. They have played a truly complete basketball game.
Here's Smart. And he makes that one. Smart's got 5 now.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Rondo kicks to Laverne. Payne with it. Brown on him. Thomas with the steal. Lets it fly from 18. And it's in there. 7 points for Marcus Smart. And here are the Bulls now. It's off to Charlotte for them after this game as they take on the Hornets. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. And Laverne kicks to Rondo. Now the pass to Payne. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it's always a transition and a difficult one for college coaches to come to the pros, but Celtics coach Brad Stevens made one of the smoothest we've seen after leading Butler to back-to-back national championship games. You hear that buzz from players to opposing coaches. Greg Popovich said, "I really respect what he does. His team executes. I'll still watch his Butler tape." Trying to learn some stuff, to be honest with you. High praise indeed, fellas.
And Popovich, really the godfather of the active coaches right now, D.A. His voice carries certainly a lot of weight in this league. Thank you. Rondo kicks to Laverne. Here's Mirotic. Craps in the tray. Mirotic has got a pair of 3s now here in the third for Chicago.
Look how assured Mirotic is, pulling the trigger immediately.
The dish to Jerebko. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Chicago has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. To the paint. It's tipped. It's stolen by Brown. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. And again, it's Boston converting.
And Brown runs the floor like a freight train. At 225 pounds, he's a mammoth that wrecks defenses in transition.
Thomas against Rondo. Mirotic has a wide open look. Another shot. Laverne. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Jay Crowder's checked in for Boston. A minute 42 left here in the third quarter. Thomas against Rondo. Thomas passes to Smart. He tries for 3. Laverne grabs the miss. Laverne's got his 6th rebound on the night.
If you're trying to figure out why these guys can't catch up, his inconsistent shooting is a good place to start.
Shoots the 3. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Laverne's got 12 points in the game.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint, 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Crowder dishes to Smart. From deep, nailed from three-point land. Smart's got 7 now in this quarter.
Now we can say it. He's a completely different shooter this half. Much more confidence, much more success.
Rondo against Thomas. Pass to Zipser. And it's blocked by Brown. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. In the corner, Smart with it. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Brown outside. For the 3. Sinks the triple. 13 points for Marcus Smart.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Rondo kicks to Payne. High, arcing shot, and he lays it up and in.
Beautiful looking teardrop. That's a shot that almost impossible to block.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Bulls delivering the blowout. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on head coach Fred Hoiberg.
Keep competing, guys. Keep competing. Hey, we made the extra pass all quarter. Great job. Great job. Keep that movement out there. All right, keep attacking, guys. Every time we get into the paint, something good's happening.
Fred Hoiberg smelling blood. Loves what they've been able to do offensively around the rim.
Yeah, I think they found a weakness in the D. I want to keep pounding on it and at least until some kind of adjustment is made by the opponent.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. We've got Green, Mickey out there with Brown, then it's Zeller, and it's Rozier in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Valentine kicks to Portis. Well, all over the league, we're seeing more and more teams rely on analytics and data for decision making. How do you think, Smitty, the data affects the way the modern NBA game is run by the front offices?
You know, I think it's too much at times, Kevin, and sometimes I challenge it. I think when you're scouting a player coming out of college, I think it's great. But I think sometimes I've challenged. Some people say, well, Smitty, you never posted up on the left block.
Right.
That was Tim Duncan's block. I cannot have
That's why you couldn't go on the left.
I'm not going to have the same numbers on certain blocks because, guys, the guys you play with kind of dictates where you score from on the floor.
Felicio with the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Brown. Picked by Zeller. Knocked away. Shot off the screen, and it's Brown missing. And Chicago shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Offensive rebound. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Jerebko's checked in for Brown. Well, the Celtics shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Rozier kicks to Mickey. The feed to Green. Boston, no good that time either. The Bulls have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Carter Williams outside for Rondo. Just 5 on the clock. Free throw line jump shot. And it's blocked. But they get it back. Portis. They grab their own miss. Felicio kicks to Rondo. To the middle. The shot's good from Jerebko.
He saw his teammate had good position inside and hit him with a flawless pass.
Outside Rondo. Down low, Felicio. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Well, the league last summer decided to implement new rules, Steve, to discourage the hack-a-shack intentional fouling. What'd you think?
You know what I like, Kevin, to see if we can get to a number during all quarters. If you get to a number, say, 15 team fouls. After that, no matter who it is, it's 2 shots and the ball. I think that will limit the hack-a-shack rule.
Possession would be a big factor.
Would be
in that,
huge,
wouldn't it?
yes.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Here's Rozier. Outside, Green. They set the pick. Shoots the 3. Valentine grabs the board. Chicago's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Back to Carter Williams. Drops in the tray.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Rozier, the pass to Mickey. Picked by Zeller. Feeds it to Green. Shot off the pick. Rebound by the Bulls. Portis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Carter Williams against Green. Here's Portis. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams.
Beautiful pass that helped set up his teammate perfectly.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Picked by Zeller. And here's Green outside. That doesn't go either for Green.
He is so out of his element right now. Hasn't made a shot all quarter. I feel for him.
Rondo on top. Steve, we're seeing less and less isolation offense these days. In your experience, who is tougher to guard? An isolation scorer or a guy who's playing off the ball and running you through a bunch of screens?
The one thing about a guy running off screens, Kevin, at the end I can say, oh, I'm a little tired, I'm behind the play. Hey, switch. So I think for me, guarding a guy,
you've got him.
Isolation plays, you're on that island by yourself, you're looking around. The ISO play is the one that's harder individually.
Jerebko kicks to Mickey. Here's Rondo. And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
Yeah, he looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Grant, he's checked in for Michael Carter Williams. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here's Rozier. There's a screen. And the wide open shot from Green. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And here's Rondo. Another miss by Rondo.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Rozier kicks to Green. The 3, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
He might not be the first option to take that 3, but when he's that open, he can knock it down once in a while.
Outside Rondo. To the wing on the left. Here's Felicio. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Rozier kicks to Mickey. Nice ball movement by Boston. Shot by Zeller, no good.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
And that kind of tier of defense is crucial to any team's success. Gotta defend the paint.
Valentine dishes to Rondo. 6 to shoot. Pass to Portis. From the wing. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Here's Rozier. Well, we've always known that height gives an advantage in basketball. A lot of teams now are concerned about things that we've never really talked about before. The length of hands, your arm span, your wingspan. That plays a role now with a lot of these teams and how they draft, how they make a roster.
Yeah, totally, Kevin, because on the defensive end, you have a lot of these guys that can switch. I remember playing against Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan. They were so long out front. It helps and makes a difference.
But your arm span is long. That had to play
not
a role.
Bad, not bad.
Oh, it's good. I like it.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah. Passes it to Portis. Out to the wing. Grant against Green. Grant, that's good.
He turned on the Jets. As soon as he got that screen, they went right to the hole. Great decision making there.
Here's Rozier. The pass to Mickey. He feeds it to Jerebko. Shot clock at 6. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jaren Grant. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Boston. Olenek, he's checked in for Tyler Zeller. And it's Brown in for Jordan Mickey. Laverne, he's checked in for the Bulls. Green, the screen. Here's Rozier. And that one comes up a bit short.
The thing about setting screens, you have to be willing to sacrifice your body. It can't be half-hearted.
And Rajon Rondo, really one of the purest point guards over the last decade when you're talking about assists. I mean, he's a guy with the ball in his hands is very effective at making decisions for the offense, dictating pace. And when he plays off the ball, especially as a spot-up shooter, that's when problems can arise, but he knows how to move without the ball and always seems to find himself in the right place at the right time.
And he makes the first. And for Rondo, somewhat of a resurgence last season, gained back much of the confidence he had lost after his tumultuous time in Dallas.
Yeah, I felt like Rondo felt appreciated last year, and there's no substitute for having the support of your team. This is a proud individual, and we're talking about a big-time gamer.
And with new owners, a new commissioner, the NBA has been more proactive than ever at looking at ways, Steve, to tweak the game to make it better. Any other changes you'd like to see made? Any other momentum-making moves that would continue to push the game in the direction that you'd like to see?
You know, a couple things come to mind, Kevin. I think limit back-to-backs. I think for also these guys playing so many games, traveling so much, I think if we can limit those back-to-backs, maybe it would help out in the injuries. And I think also have longer training camps so they can stay healthy.
Count the basket. Jerebko's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's just terrific ball movement to get his teammate a wide-open shot.
Rondo against Green. Rondo drives in, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
One shot.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Well, that's how you bury an opponent when they're struggling. Don't ease up. Just keep going hard.
That free throw good from Laverne. Boston's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's Rozier. Outside, Green. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Green's got 10 points in just the second half. Chicago's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. They set the pick. Rondo passes to Mirotic. The three-pointer, no good. Well, the Celtics shooting 39% from the floor, at their best. Green kicks to Brown. Here's Rozier. Back to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Bulls. Laverne's got 8 rebounds in this game. Now here's Rondo. Out to the right wing. Pass to Portis. Grant outside. Pulls it up. And the shot is long. Boston shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Now Jerebko. Kicks it to Brown. Kept alive. Here's Olynyk. The layup missed.
Okay, that lay-in, he's tricky, but the defense was just too tight on him.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bulls.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And on the season, this is going to be their 3rd win in 4 games against this team. And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Lopez. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Rozier, the pass to Brown. He kicks to Olynyk. Dishes to Jerebko. Off the pick. Green missing again. Outside Rondo. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Dwayne, you really got on the glass tonight. How did that happen?
Yeah, coach told me to rebound. I've been trying to rebound lately, so just trying to get down there and help our big guys out.
Well, you helped him in a big way, Dwayne. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. And time now to head over to Ernie Johnson for the 2K Postgame Show.
The 2K Sports Postgame Show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Robin Lopez. Tonight he put up his high for the season. Found his rhythm, never let up. Just a terrific scoring effort all the way around.
He was a wrecking ball underneath. His size, his toughness, his strength, clearly the most physical guy on the floor tonight. But also, he had a sweet touch around the basket.
Finally, something goes right for them. He was outstanding tonight. Their losing streak had gone on for way too long. But guess what? He said, you know what? It's not going on any longer. That's the kind of determination you want to see from your role players.
And thanks for joining us this evening, folks. We've reached the end of our broadcast. For the weeping Shaquille O'Neal and the heartbroken Kenny the Jet Smith.
Why?
I'm just a real sad Ernie Johnson.
Why?
Farewell. And good night.